Hey guys, it's Stretch, and today we will be reviewing the Nerf Mega Tri-Break. Included is the Nerf Mega Tri-Break Blaster, 3 Nerf Mega Darts, and the instructions. To load this blaster, you simply push on this switch in front of the trigger, which drops this. Then you insert your 3 Nerf Mega rounds. You can use regular Mega rounds or the AccuStrike Mega rounds into these 3 breech load barrels. Then you close this, you prime like so. Then you're able to fire one time. Prime again, fire again. Hey guys, we're here reviewing the Nerf Mega Tri-Break. This is the review part of the video. So first let's just go over some of the cosmetics. So we have this black panel right here. This is just attached to this little flip out piece to access the internal barrels. You have a black grip with some little see-through, like, little spoke things that you can see the orange priming handle, an orange trigger, this little orange hinge, and orange button to release this piece. And then we have a completely orange front barrel, and obviously the white Mega sign, the white Nerf logo, and the white blaster name. There are no included attachments with this blaster. The only thing that you get with this blaster is the 3 Nerf Mega rounds. There's one attachment point. You could put a sight on there, but I mean, if you're going hardcore, just like nerfing, if you do that, it could really easily fall off and break your sight, which I would be worried about. And it's not like a sight will really help you with this blaster, because sights on Nerf guns don't really help you at all. But there's, I'm just thinking practically here. There's about an inch right here above the first barrel, and you're shooting down all the way to the third. So if you're using this sight for the third, you're gonna be like, 3 inches, 4 inches too high with that sight. So it's gonna shoot about 4 inches lower with that bottom barrel there. Some cool features about this blaster, I think, is that it's kind of like a cool flip blaster like that. After you load it, you can do that, and it makes a cool noise. It's kind of like a big jolt with 3 barrels, pretty much. That's pretty cool. I do not believe that Mega has ever used black paint on any of their blasters. So I think this might be the first one that has the black paint. They normally use that gray paint. They have a few different colors of gray they like to use, and normally a little chrome piece on the grip there. Yeah, so I think this is new, where they incorporate some black in it, and they took out the gray paint. Some pros about this blaster, I'd say, is that it has 3 darts. It can hold 3 darts in it, which is cool. And just it's really fun to play with, where you can just flip it up like that. Oh, sometimes it doesn't close. There we go. Where you can just flip it up like that. It's really fun to do. Obviously, long term that could cause damage to the plastic, but who doesn't want to have fun like that? So that's a big positive with this blaster. The grip is a pretty good size. It's more adult friendly than not. I still have very skinny fingers, and it almost takes up the whole grip, but I'd say you have about another half an inch from my hand, but it's not a worry because technically you could put your pinky like this or have your other finger like this. I mean, you know, if you have really big fingers, you could find a way to shoot this blaster still without the grip being too ridiculously small. Some cons about this blaster I'd say is its size. Like, it is such a waste of plastic. They could literally just have these 3 barrels, just cut this off, take that whole thing off, and just have a smaller blaster that you could, you know, keep in a pocket or on your back or anything like that, or in a tactical vest. But they had to add this ginormous piece of plastic that, I mean, the gun could literally be this big total, but they had to add all this extra plastic. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but it almost looks kind of dumb because it is so big. Just like the size of it for a pistol, it looks ridiculous. I mean, I have huge hands, and it on my hand just looks absolutely ridiculous. So that is kind of a con. I don't feel like there's any intimidation factor for this blaster at all. I mean, if you know, it's kind of an important thing. Sometimes, you know, you come around the corner and you see this, I'd probably just laugh at the guy because it's just so ridiculously big. And I mean, just imagine a 6-year-old walking around with this. I mean, I'm 6'3", 155 pounds, and I have huge hands, and it looks ginormous on me. Let alone you got a little, like, you know, 4'6" 6-year-old, 3' 6-year-old, depends on the 6-year-old. But you know, just walking around with this, that wouldn't look right. So yeah, that's a big con, is the size for sure. The functionality is great. I've never had a jam with this blaster. I've shot a few hundred rounds through it. Never had one jam. Hopefully not though, because it is just a breech loading blaster. So it's a pretty simple concept. The priming handle works very well, and it's not a very hard pulling strength to pull the priming handle all the way down. My favorite part of this blaster is probably, I'm going to go with the black grip, because I feel like it looks really cool on the Mega Blasters. I'm a really big fan of the Rival series where they have the black and red. I feel like that just looks so cool. So I think it's kind of cool that they incorporated that with Mega. But, you know, it's kind of weird that only this one has the black and all the other ones have that gray color. But that's still probably my favorite part of the blaster. My least favorite part is just the size. It's just way too big for what it is. I mean, it'd be like making a Jolt the size of a Strife, but being a single shot breech loading blaster. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So, you know, that's a big negative. Now, should you buy this blaster? I would say that you should buy it. Yeah, I mean, if you're into Mega, it's a good blaster. It's a great blaster just to shoot with, to have fun. The only reason I'm not a fan of it is because of its overall size. It makes it very hard to play with and use because of its giant size, like in a battle. But if you're at home, just playing with your siblings and all that, it would be a great blaster for that. You have your 3 internal barrels that hold your 3 rounds, and you can really have fun shooting off darts at family, friends, all that. I paid, I think it was $11 for this blaster off eBay. I think you can get one for like $16. I could be wrong on that, but I will definitely leave a link in the description box below for the cheapest price I can find one. It'll probably be on Amazon or, you know, maybe Target or Walmart. We'll see if they have one. But I mean, I would pay up to $20 for this blaster. I feel like it's very good for what it is. If they just cut down the size, and you know, in the future I'll definitely be probably modding this. It's a pretty great blaster, and I feel like it'd be fun to mod. But yeah, so other than the size, this blaster is fantastic. And now let's just move on to the firing demo of this blaster. Okay, so now we have the firing demo for the Nerf Mega Tri-Break. I already have 3 regular Nerf Mega rounds in there, and we will be shooting a reload of 3 Nerf Mega AccuStrike rounds. So let's get started. Alright, so now we have to reload. Push this button. That drops down. And there we are for the Nerf Mega Tri-Brake. So now we are on the chart part of the video for the Nerf Tri-Brake. For the accuracy, I gave it a 60 out of 100. For the firing rate, I gave it a 40 out of 100. For the trigger, I gave it a 60 out of 100. For the range, I gave it a 70 out of 100. And for the grip, I gave it an 80 out of 100. Now we'll move on to part 2 of the chart video. For the loading, I gave it a 30 out of 100. For the playability, I gave it a 90 out of 100. For the overall size, it scored a 20 out of 100. For the cost, it got a 75 out of 100. My personal rating for the blaster is 50 out of 100. And the blaster average is 57.5 out of 100. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That'll really help me be able to get more videos out there. It'll really help me just stay motivated to continue making videos. Please also hit that thumbs up button, give that video a like. Also hit that bell notification so you'll get any new notifications for when I post a new video out there, so you guys can watch it as soon as I have that posted. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you have any questions or comments, use the comment section below and I will respond as fast as I can. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a great day.